Hi, hey, hello. Sorry I can't be with you today. I'm glad you have an excellent guest teacher. Here's how your meeting's gonna run. This is your first real meeting where you're actually talking about the book and you're not just doing organizational stuff. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you'll sit down and just check in with each other. Has everybody read where they need to, do any catch up that you need to, and then you're going to open up your folder, and in your folder will be, of course, your rules, but also a membership grid. This is the real structure of your meeting. So the first thing that you're going to do on this sheet, this video is going to talk you through how to do it. First thing you're going to do on this sheet is write out the date, and then the other thing you're going to do is write the names of the people that are present today. If you have a group member that's gone, do not write their name. So I'll write, hey, Yusuf, Whacker, and Todd. These are my group members. 4/28 is my date, and everybody's here. Then you're going to take that warm up that you just did, where you drew a picture from a scene, and you're going to figure out who's going first. Whoever's going first holds up their picture, do not explain it, and everybody else is going to guess what the picture is. You just say yes or no, right? You'll go around. Okay. So on the membership grid, this is going to get marked like so. Ms. K held it up. Everybody guessed. Cool. We've got a check. Then it was Kasuf's turn. Everybody guessed. Then it was Whacker's turn. Everybody guessed. Then it was Todd's turn. Everybody guessed. All right. Now we get interesting. From here, you're going to take the part in your packet where you have your quote and question prepped, right? Open that up, and you're going to use your quote and question in order to move forward in your meeting. So someone's going to go first. They're going to take their packet with their quote and question, and they're going to say, all right, for me, my quote was on page 20 in my book, and I chose the line, when I was 12, my parents had 2 talks with me. So whoever's taking notes is just not going to write down the whole quote. You're just going to write down the page number. This is your insurance in case, which hopefully won't happen, but in case you lose your packet and you think all is lost and you've lost all your quotes, you can go back through the membership grids for each meeting. You'll have a little record there. So my quote was, when I was 12, my parents had 2 talks with me. And my question is, did your parents ever sit you down and talk to you about how to deal with the police? Why or why not? What do you think that had to do with your identity? Here's the tricky part. Here's how your conversation in your group, because now your group members are going to respond, right? Your conversation in your group is going to get coded like so. I asked my question. Then Ms. Kasuf answered it. So I've got a Q for question, an A for answer. Then Todd answered the question, and Mr. Whacker just sat there. All right, we kind of run our course. Now, Ms. Kasuf's going to ask her question. I'm going to code it with a Q. Then Todd's going to answer. Then I'm going to answer. So I've got A and an A. And then Ms. Kasuf is going to invite Mr. Whacker to answer something like, Whacker, I'd love to hear from you. And then Mr. Whacker is going to answer, so he gets an A. And then we kind of, all right, that's enough on that question. Then Whacker's going to ask his question. Todd's going to answer. I'm going to add on to Todd's answer. Todd's going to add on to my answer. I'm going to add on. We're going to add on. And then Kasuf and Whacker are just going to kind of sit there. That kind of runs its course. Then Todd's going to ask his question. Kasuf's going to answer. I'm going to answer. Kasuf's going to add on. I'm going to invite Whacker to speak. And then he's going to answer. So we've got, I can see from these codes the entire conversation that happened, right? We've got Todd's being kind of a rock star over here, asking and adding on and answering, right? So is Kasuf inviting people to speak. I'm holding my own a little bit, and Wagner's kind of dropping the ball, right? This is what I want to see when I come back. This is proof that you had your conversation. And don't let it interrupt the flow of your conversation too much. You're not writing out what people said, you're just writing out the codes. So Q for question, A for answer, I for inviting someone to speak, plus for adding on to someone's idea. And I really want you to add on to someone's idea. Say something like, I'd like to add to that, or I have a different perspective about what you just said. That's a perfect way to do it. So again, start with just checking in, right? Did everybody do the reading? Do we need to catch anybody up? Whatever your rules are. Then share your warm-ups. Hold up your picture. Don't explain it. We guess at it. Share your quotes and your question. Remember to write down the page numbers for that too. Have your conversation. You all are fantastic at this. I will see you tomorrow.